the system scanning the mails for the spam, it's already gone. And this also removes a high load of processing power, because you don't have to scan, for example, 70% of the mail.
Tell me, can it learn? Because it's okay in case email from some address are coming for the first time.
Yes.
But we need to remember that this server already tried to resend email,
yes.
and next time mail will not wait for 10 minutes.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And you can actually specify here for how long time it should learn.
So it's a one-time thing. One-time thing.
14 days is the default. And for example, if you get a mail from Gmail or some other place, they have many servers. It's not the same every time. And then it will just keep learning the ones it's sending from, because every time it's a valid mail server, then it gets whitelisted for 14 days. And you can change this time.
Also a good idea to whitelist email addresses.
Yes.
You mentioned that when we're talking, you can actually go in, if you have a lot of email addresses, put them in immediately to whitelist them, the mails will just run
The
through.
one problem is that you have the reverse though. If you get too many mail kits coming in, you can also get performance issues there for the greatest engines that we run.
What was the question?
We're running some great list engines with some government agencies,
yes.
large corporations, and their great list processing is actually taking a lot of energy.
Okay.
Because they're managing all the lists, which you have to check against.
Yes. Yes.
So if you're a big organization, you need to think about the sizing of the great list.
Exactly.
And applying to
and that's why we allow the customer to change it. So maybe if you have very big network, it should only be 5 days. But our experience shows us that 14 days on P600, that's perfect. And some they put it even longer without having any performance.
We met some issues like that, but we often think that they should then, if they have that big load, they should segment some kind the network. We've seen it with some very big customers where they wouldn't like put it into different lines. If you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but like I said, on the big companies, it's a big data center. They're not going to do that. They have big solid machines that they're using the mail service on. And from their standpoint.
But you're right, the bigger the list, it takes off, isn't it? Of course, yes.
But if it's such a big company, then they also don't use the P600.
Yeah, that's true also.
But it's also why sometimes they'll get a mail, and then somebody will send them a mail a few weeks later and it didn't show up right away, and they had to wait a while. So then you get a lot of customers saying, well, I'm telling this guy, and all of a sudden, he said, how come I have to wait a long time? I said,
yeah, we made a new feature out here, because there are always some customers, they don't understand this, even though you explain it to them, they still don't understand it. And then they can decide to whitelist specific user email accounts. For example, the director of the company, or administration, or accounting emails. And then they whitelist them, so they always get the mail right away. Maybe they put in 5 or 10 email addresses that are whitelisted. And then the main ones like info ad and support ad, and most of the salespeople and support people, they use the whitelisting. So they can decide exactly how they want to run it. It's not just forced upon everybody.
You cannot whitelist the sender?
And what?
You cannot not whitelist the domain?
Yes, you can also whitelist the domain.
but I shouldn't have to whitelist my own users. That'd be kind of counterintuitive.
Let me just to be clear, this 10 minutes here for
Yeah.
whitelisting delay,
Yeah.
What exactly does it mean? Does it mean that when some email came for the first time, it will be delayed for 10 minutes, and in case 10 minutes mail server will not try to resend this mail, it will be put on blacklist or what?
No, what it means is you decide here for how long time the protector should not receive the mail. And typically a Microsoft server, I think it's after 30 minutes or 1 hour it will reset. But let's say a spammer, some spammers, they resend after 3 or 4 minutes. And then you still have the time gap, so you don't whitelist it.
This has been discussed a few times with this minutes here, because it's very difficult to control. And I would say 10 minutes. It can be more than 10 minutes. I think often it will be a little bit more than 10 minutes before they, let's be honest, at least maybe half an hour before they resend.
But you're also counting on the person who sent the mail, that their mail server respects this protocol, because there's a number of companies that mail products that do not. So if you know you have customers that are using those types of mail servers, then you have to disable the gray listing for those customers, because otherwise you get a problem. So you have to understand who your customers are, what mail servers they're using, we've developed an open source product for some of our government clients that we should give them that basically can do a query and find out what kind of mail server they have so that we know that we can just automatically let those mails through.
Our experience now with very big customers are that we still meet, especially in government and other places, like a rejection of grey listing because they fear the delay, and then they fear to lose emails. That is the two major things. But the problem is, I think there's a more general. This is my opinion. I think there's a more general understanding of grey listing. It's improving because they simply cannot go around without it because they get so much email. They simply cannot get around it. So they need to use the grey listing system in some kind of way. I don't know, Don, with the customers you met there, they have to use it.
They're using it because they don't have any choice.
They don't have it.
Well, I've
actually heard
target factors. So,
but I've heard the customers say, then we go somewhere else. I said, okay, please go somewhere else and see if they can solve the problem for you, because I don't think they can do it. They will still have the same, either you segment the network so you get less load, and then you can go without the grey listing system, or if you want to go big load, then you need the grey listing system today. Too much spam.
It's also a very good benefit because let's say a customer he gets 100,000 mails and then 80% are removed, then it's much less that gets through after the grey listing to be scanned. So it also removes a big load of traffic that is not necessary to scan.
But how do I change it that I only want a certain domain to go through always? Because I can say, you say there,
yes.
it's by user, but not
how do you mean to, you want to
I want
whitelist
a
the
certain,
whole-
say I want all mails from SecPoint not to be stopped by grey listing.
Yes.
I don't want to tell that user should not have grey listing, I just want to say only for that domain you should
Okay.
not have grey listing.
Okay.
Because if I turn it off for the user, then the
Yeah.
user is turned off and gets all the rubbish anyway.
Exactly.
well, this comes in part because we want customers to do customer service, but you don't get that many emails from that customer.
Yeah.
So if they're sending you an email, like you're on telephone support, they're going to email you a screen dump or some error message, and then it has to go to the grey listing again. It may take 10-15 minutes for the second mail to come. So we need mails from our known customers to get in quickly. So I'd like to be able to put an area, because in the open source product, I can go in there and edit it very quickly.
Exactly. As it is, I've only tested where you specify multiple users, but I would suppose it's also possible with a domain, a whole domain. And if it's not, it's something, it's a greater feature we will add. So you can put in the whole domain of the customer.
So because most of the time you don't want to turn it off for per user
Exactly.
base, you want to turn it off for the domains that you don't get mail from.
But you don't know who the users are.
I don't. Otherwise I have to list the whole company, but then the grey listing is off. Basically.
Yeah, I just basically, if I put the domain in there, it also speeds up my filter, which slows my processing.
I've just written it down, so I'll ask the tech, and so we know exactly.
I think the classic example is if IBM calls you for product support,
Yeah,
how do you do it? Check every IBM list in there or not?
exactly.
And which IBM employee is going to call you? You don't know.
Exactly.
Got 100,000 employees. You know?
In the next one here, you can go in and you can change the score level of every mail. For example, let's say it's too open for one customer in Netherlands. They can lower it without causing any problems because the default is always a little conservative. It's always can always be fine-tuned to be even stronger. So here in the list, you can choose of less restricted. That's very good for Italy, for example, because otherwise it would get some Italian customers where it thinks it's spam. And then you can put in a restricted and a very restricted. And if you want a very restricted, you can click on the advanced. And then you go in here as before, and you can change what the level should be. And we can see right now it's 4.3, and we can try to put it down to 3.8, and then leave it at the customer for 1 or 2 days and see if they have any problems with it. And if they don't have any problems, then the customer just gets happy, it gets stronger and stronger. So you can go in and fine tune